Hi, today is Friday, May 24th, and I would just like to give another update about Castle Fire Toronto and some more information. Today I learned earlier to see about, I think it would be earlier this morning. I went to the library. I walked down to Churchill Meadows Library, and I often go to the library to pick out children's books to do through the UL. It used to be through the surveillance camera and microphone. I would read stories to certain members of Castle Fire Toronto, their children at 268 Atwell. Currently, I would like to state that I did post something last night in which I was being repeatedly supernaturally raped and I was being beaten by John Otis Regato, Zachary Lanou, and John Arnott. Currently, what is going on is that I have learned through the surveillance camera and the microphone that John Arnott had asked one of the leader's children, who is 5 years old, standing in the office at 268 Atwell this morning at around, or maybe it was early afternoon, at around 1 p.m., to take your panties off. She was 5. She still is 5, but she was 5 when he did it. He says, "Can you please take your panties off?" John Arnott is being repeatedly allowed to do this to two children who are members. Their parents are leaders of the church. They are repeatedly allowing their children, daughters, to come into 268 Atwell, and they are repeatedly allowing their children to be exposed to a pedophile. John Arnott is a pedophile. He exposes himself and he touches young children and teenagers, young people's vaginas and penises, as well as having him take their hand and touch his penis after exposing himself. John's girls are not only, I've learned, in actuality told to wear their ring on their index fingers. John's girls are also identified by having 3 cigarette burns on their inner thigh. The 3 cigarette burns on their inner thigh, as a result, will show that they're John's girls. Many of them have them from the past, including Mary Audrey Roycroft and quite possibly his wife, Carol Arnott. In addition, there is a young girl of 5 years old, has 3 cigarette burns, and is being mutilated by John Arnott on the inner thigh. And their parents are well aware of what has happened. Now, I will speak about the second pedophile on staff. John is the founder. We have the second pedophile on staff. He is the School of Ministry Director of Gordon Harris. Gordon Harris repeatedly asked children, I say children because I am 54 years old, repeatedly asked young girls who are about to enter the School of Ministry, who are part of the School of Ministry, into a private meeting. At that point, when they start the School of Ministry off, he takes pornographic pictures of them, and he also feeds them amphetamines. I think I mentioned this before, gives them amphetamines, and he also molests them and rapes them. Not molests, because molest is for children, he rapes them. However, there is one individual who is on staff who has repeatedly been raped and fed amphetamines by Gordon Harris, to the point where this individual is in actuality this individual has children, and as a result, many of them have fed amphetamines. Has in fact let me get my words straight. They have in fact developed processing problems within their brain. I do not know where he gets these amphetamines. I do know, however, that these amphetamines are given to these children, to these young women at the School of Ministry. Now let's get back to the money. The money I requested was $5 million. The money I'm requesting now is $1 million. The money that they are thinking of giving me is $750,000. However, as a cause that I receive $750,000, I will have to consummate at a hotel down the street. By consummation, this means obviously sex. In order to receive this money, I would have to have sex with essentially, with a member of the leadership or board or whoever they so choose. This individual who wants to have sex with me or has to have sex with me will be given the money. The problem is with this is that upon consummation, I'm not guaranteed to get the money. They might change their mind. You see, what they want essentially is for me to be at Catch Fire Toronto, which I cannot get a third Catch Fire Toronto. I do not wish to Catch Fire Toronto, and as I'm speaking to you, I am being supernaturally violated. And I'm guessing it's John Hosagato because he has repeatedly been doing this today. John Hosagato can, if you check the director of Supernatural Ministries, he can transcend his spirit, which means that there are apparitions that you will see on camera in which his hands and his fingers have got now they're trying to get around my bottom. They are up my vagina. I have toilet paper in my vagina and I have toilet paper in my anus. So let's get back to this consummation. The consummation is required in order to get the money. However, they do not give you half the money. They will not give you any part of the money for sake that I will flee the country. So, after they have sex with me, I've been given a vision. That vision is that because of certain supernatural capabilities that I have and angels that I do have surrounding me and within me, I will have a heart attack and a stroke and not be able to be revived and leave this earth. So in a sense, if I walk into a hotel room and to have consummation and not receive any money, I will leave this earth. That has been a vision our Heavenly Father has given me. I'm still being violated by John Hosagato. I would also like to say that that consummation and not guaranteeing the money to me is I was stated that I said I don't want to do it and I do not wish to do it, and I will continue to post videos and listen and provide information, any information that anybody wants actually, about John or not, and Zachary Lanu, John Hosagato, and members of the staff and leadership who other members of staff and leadership and board directors who are Satanists. John is not. Zachary could potentially be. John Hosagato is not. He's just a convicted child abuser, or soon to be convicted. There's an investigation. I'm mentioning names. I'm not mentioning names of children. And I would also like to say I could be potentially losing everything. I don't have anything. I live in a room. All my things are in St. Catherine's, so well aware of this. I was told that I was going to the wrong church and I should leave the church because I would not consummate and have sex or have a bedding schedule or what I say is a waiting schedule. So right now, as I'm being violated, I'm going to finish this off, load it, and I'll be back with more tomorrow, possibly Sunday or Monday. Sunday is usually the day in which Melinda Jeffries chooses to take a bucket of blood and consecrate the office at 268 Atwell while everybody's in service. Thank you. Have a good day.